Hello, welcome to another BenSabers Tech Talk. This is a video in response to a conversation that's been going on quite some time over the white versus grey projector screens. I'm just going to go into this quite quickly. I don't want to go into a huge amount of details, and then I'm going to show you the results that I've had myself with my own projector, which is a Optima UHD 38X. So if you just give me a moment, I'm going to jump over here. So I had a comment from Crazy Driver Explorer, so thank you very much for the comment. And he says, grey screen is not good. You cannot see at the corners properly. A white is way better. So just to clarify, if you're in a light controlled dark room or pitch black room, I would always go for a white projector screen because you will get a perfect color on that picture that you're looking at. If you have a room where there's a lot of light or some light in the room where you can see around, I would definitely go with a grey projector screen because it helps with the darks and the overall brightness of the picture, meaning it's easy to see a projector screen through the daytime if there's light on a grey projector screen. So I comment, personally, I've never had that issue. What you're referring to is an issue with your projector itself rather than the screen being at fault. A common issue with lots of projectors, especially lower cost models, is a loss of detail around the edges and blurring. Laser projectors may not so much, but bulb projectors sure. My latest projector, the Optima, has zero issues anywhere on the screen. We then had a reply from another person, 9314. He says, not at all true or accurate. ALR grey screens are far superior to white screens. I have had them all and it's not even close. Lights on or off, better colours, deeper blacks, far superior contrast, which I would completely agree with. With a grey screen, it does specifically lend itself to better colouring because it's deeper colours and deeper blacks. Crazy Driver says, only if you see from the centre and other viewing angles are so worst apart from the center. So basically what he's saying is, if you're looking from the center, okay, fair enough. But if you look at another viewing angle, it's terrible and it doesn't count. I reply saying, sorry, but that really isn't the case at all. I've been in at extreme angles with no issues. It sounds like you've just had cheap, crappy projectors. Sorry. And I meant no disrespect or offense by that comment. It's from my own experience where I've had some very cheap projectors around 100, 150 pounds, and the issues you're referring to, I had with some of those. So, yeah, there's no disrespect intended there. Leave it with me, and I'll do a video today to show you what I mean, and I'll link you in, which is what we're doing now. He said, I don't use a cheap, crappy projector. I use an LG Cinebeam laser projector. I experienced the issues. And I'm just going to show you the projector he's referring to. So if I'm correct, this is the projector that he's referring to. This is the LG Cinebeam Cube projector. Now it's not bad. It's had some good reviews, so fair enough. Just to try and help with this issue, just by googling LG Cinebeam Cube projector blurry edge picture. Some general advice given it is a blurry edge on an LG Cinebeam Cube projector can be caused by several factors, including keystone correction, projector distance, and environmental conditions. To address the issue, start by checking the keystone settings, as excessive adjustments can lead to blurry edges. Also verify the projector's distance from the screen and ensure it's within the recommended range. If a projector has a 100-inch screen at 2 meters and you're projecting at 3 meters, you will get a very blurry screen, especially around the edges. It's very important you are projecting at its recommended distance, and you can go within that distance a little bit as well. So you do have some play, but I would definitely keep that. So I'm not saying he hasn't got it at the correct thing. I'm just advising these are some things you can do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you my projector that I use, the Optima UHD 38X, and you'll see what I mean in regards to picture and that sort of thing. Right, okay, so this is my projector screen. Nothing particularly amazing about it. It's just a fairly standard grey screen. This is the Optima UHD 38X, an amazing, true 4K projector. It's not a laser projector, but it's true 4K. And I'm going to show you, this is me standing about 3 meters away from the projector. I'm just going to show you quickly what it's like. This is just a demo of showing you how bright it is in the room. This is how light the room is. And this is how, I'll come off the screen, give me one moment. This is the screen. You can see on the edges, everything's fine. The picture's crystal clear. I am stood to the side a little bit because I don't want to be casting myself onto the screen. I am zooming into the edges, so it won't be perfect, but I am zooming into the picture to show you that the edges are absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with these edges whatsoever. Right there, you can see every little stone and every little bit. You can see all the grass. You can see how bright the room is. This is why I have a grey projector screen, because I can have this room quite bright without losing any picture quality. I'm now stood about 1 to 2 foot away from the screen. There's still no loss in picture quality. There's no blurring around the edges in any way. I'm just going to have a quick look at show you the quick edge here. You can see that tree there. Absolutely perfect. You can see every detail. There's no issue with it whatsoever. I'm now going to do an extreme viewing angle. So I am literally about to touch the projector with my shoulder. So I'm so close, my shoulder is basically touching the screen. And this is a viewing angle from about 10 inches. So this is about a 10, maybe around an 10-degree viewing angle. It's been maybe between 8 and 15 degrees. You can see all the color, you can see all the picture, you can see everything quite clearly. You can see there's a gorge there with mountains. This is about 15-degree viewing angle. This is around 10 degrees, maybe less of the viewing angle. I can tell that that's a mountain with some smoke falling around it, or mist, if you rather. So yeah, there's no issue with it. This is a grey screen, as you've seen. The viewing angles are absolutely fine. Way more extreme of a viewing angle than you would ever normally want to use. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't expect a TV to be much better than this. So the only thing that I would expect is with a TV, you'd see more pixels unless you've got an 8K TV. But for the quality of the picture, it's phenomenal. No issues with the edges. Again, you can see the edge there. There's no blurring around the sky. It's fine. So I'm going to come back and you can see how much light is on the floor there. So you can see how light the room is. It's not a dark room. This is a very, very light room. You can comfortably read a book in this room without any issues. So that is the video that I wanted to show. I hope this helps, Crazy Driver. Again, this isn't an attack of you in any way. I'm not trying to say what you're saying is wrong. I'm just trying to show you I've not had this issue. It may be just a few small things on your setup that you may just need to change to get perfect quality throughout 100% of the screen. But a grey screen is fantastic. If this was a white screen, that picture that you saw me show would be a lot more washed out. The grey does help to counteract the brightness in a room if you have a room with lots of light. And you can see how light this room is. This isn't a dark room at all. This is a very light room. I'll just go back to it. So you can see how bright the screen is, how easy it is, and you can see the room is really nice. So I hope this has helped. I really do. Again, this isn't an attack. I'm just trying to help someone maybe get their setup to the optimal setup that they can have to have the best experience with their projector, because it does look like a very good projector. So I hope you enjoy this. I will put a link to the original white versus grey projector screen video, and I'll also link up here the calibration setup, which is really good. It took me about 10 minutes to do my calibration with my projector, and the picture quality is incredible. And you don't need anything. All you need is a mobile phone, no special devices, and you can get your colors set up, your contrast, your brightness, everything. So thank you for watching. I'll see you later.